welcome back everybody to Dcrl. We got 3 matches tonight, starting off a beef match down here, Bodacious versus Lecap. DivC elimination match, and honestly, it could go either way. I'm here with K-Tool.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's been a little while. I decided I needed to come back. I'm literally in the middle of moving right now, so like the next thing is going to be to take down my entire setup. So I'm like, all right, I have to cast right here, right now, get my 2 matches, and then just start packing all this stuff up. So appreciate you suffering with me, Pen, for the next 2.5 hours here.
Hey, that's entirely my fault. I'm the one who was like, I want to stream. So I could have let you have that instead, but
I did offer, just saying.
yeah, but I wanted it that much more. But all good. Yeah, no. Tonight gonna be a good matchup. We're gonna work on getting into the stats and into all the fun numbers right away. But first, the brackets, and we see what these boys gotta go through to get through this entire series, and it's looking rough. Lecap versus Bodacious here. Winner plays either Unlimited Aura or Barely Managing, and like,
yeah, good luck with that one. I will say Unlimited Aura obviously being the #1 seed for a reason, and this Barely Managing team, that little inside of my bracket for my playoffs, I have them actually going pretty far. I know that they've had kind of some ups and downs of the season, but like considering how good their 2 players are up top, I think they are just going to carry, and they have a very solid chance, I think, to take down the #1 seed. The problem is for the winner of this game, you're kind of screwed either way. So whoever you are going to face is going to be a ridiculously tough match to move on in the bracket.
yeah, no doubt. And coming from that other bracket will either be one of CVS Receipt Rising Stock or the winner of that Will and Wilson Avalanche game. No easy teams to beat there for any of these teams. Not a great track record for both Lecap and Bodacious against all 4 of their all 5 of their could-be opponents, but we'll see how this game exactly turns out as we head to the division stats. Just take one little look. We're getting a little deeper in playoffs. These matter less and less. However, you can see the 2 teams are riding down at good old spot 7 and 8.
Hey, you know what? They're trying their best in this one. I'll look at the stats, and you kind of mentioned it too. It's like regular season, it only matters so much. Like you look at like Div A, right? Like the #2 seed, boom, knocked down. The #1 seed, boom, knocked down. So it's like it doesn't really matter. Like obviously you get some guesstimates, but I mean, there's only so much you can do. You look at the stats and you go, Bodacious winning percentage, they're higher, but you look at like goals, very similar, shooting percentage, very similar, assists, similar, saves, similar. They're on paper such a similar team. I don't really know if stats are gonna show an edge on either side.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like it from a team perspective. Both also in the playoffs, their only win coming against that Silly Geese side where they both swept in pretty dominant fashion each time. But we'll take a look at Bodacious. We'll take a look at Bodacious here, and we see Steve with almost a goal a game though. Like that's solid. You can't deny that, K-Tool.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Yeah, you know, getting Steve, like you said, up to almost a goal a game. He is still one of the most mechanical players you'll see. I think he has one of the highest peaks, but also one of the lowest valleys. He's just, there's so much in between. And the question is going to be, how consistent is he actually going to be tonight? Because I'm gonna look at, you know, his teammates, and it's like Tyler, who should be insane. He ended up winning Div C last season, just still struggling a bit this season. But going into this one, like you said, they're both coming off of a 4-0 sweep. It's basically a clean slate, but it is again elimination match here. So there's a lot on the line.
Yeah, that idea that he went all the way, it's gonna come up a little bit. I got some clips from some chat messages earlier we'll take a quick look at. But I will say a shining light on this team. Lil Bukes looked fantastic against Silly Geeses. I know they're playing the worst team, quote unquote, got knocked out twice immediately. I'm not gonna quote unquote that. The worst team in Div C for this season. But he looked good. He was hitting shots. He was in the right place when he had to be. And if he does that tonight, it could bode a little bit better for Bodacious.
Yeah, no, I gotta agree with you on that one. I think it's gonna be tough. And like you said, it's hard because both teams played, you know, Silly Geeses. They both swept. So it's like, how much do you actually take away from that? On paper, it's gonna be tough. But I will say it's definitely gonna be good for them to go in with momentum, coming off of a sweep, saying, all right, guys, we're feeling good. We're getting, you know, good group. We're putting up a lot of goals. Can they keep that momentum going into obviously a much tougher opponent on paper?
Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. But we're going to take a good old look at Lecap. Headed off by JD Bauer, not all the way up to that 0.94, but a 0.83 is not too bad to look at, especially at a lower place team here. Yellow Dog coming in second, rival of Tyler AG. I mean, this team has such a high peak if it works, and it just hasn't worked this season.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to process that one. If it works, it works, but it has not. That is correct. The JD Bauer, I will say, like in the past seasons, he's done exceptionally well. He ended up winning Div C as well in the past. So we've got a lot of previous winners. But like you said, Yellow Dog has been definitely one of the most active players on and off the field in terms of like grinding and everything, doing 6-mans, and he's gotten a lot better. But I think it's, you know, sometimes a little bit too much ball chasey, blah, blah, blah. And the boost, I can tell you right now, the #1 determination factor is going to be which team can actually control the boost. Because both of these teams, specifically looking at Yellow Dog, Steve, and Tyler, are pretty much going to be the boost hounds here in the lobby.
Yeah, and they love the air. I won't deny that. Sensory, though, I was talking with Yellow Dog, and I was talking to some other people who played with him, and he's got some high highs, but he's a lot like Steve in that way, though. He's got some really low valleys, so we'll see if he can pull that out. For Whirl's sake, I did go and I clipped stuff, so we'll take a look at a couple of those quick little snips, but it won't be much. But yeah, no. The first one is that it's just Tyler. It's about what you said. He went all the way. He took it all the way. But it's just Yellow Dog calling him an anchor the entire time. So, I mean, is it true? We don't know. They played their game. Tyler G was able to take it pretty well as Spoopy Man and Complex. But, I mean, both he and Complex not looking amazing this season, but Spoopy just qualified for Lambs in Div A. So, was he truly an anchor? We'll see if he anchors his team this season.
It's going to be interesting, but like I said, I think you mentioned it earlier. You know, it's just like, are they going to anchor? Who's going to pop off? Who is going to be the kind of the guys to look for? It's a pretty tough question. My question to you now is going to be, who are you officially predicting on paper as we are getting close and close to this match?
Yeah, you're cutting me here. I gotta make a prediction here, and yeah, you know, chat's going pretty even, but flying towards that Bodacious side, and I think I am too. I'm going to take Bodacious, and with how games seem to go this playoffs, I'm taking them a 5.
All right, I respect it. I am going to go Bodacious in 6, but also, let's say if Bodacious win, there may or may not be some gifted subs thrown people's way, because I want to get this sub goal done tonight here. So I'm expecting some payouts here. So yeah, but I think we both got Bodacious. I think just the sheer potential of Bodacious is higher than the potential of Lecap, but clearly throughout the season that does not matter. So, you know, go figure. But both of us got Bodacious. Chat's got Bodacious as well. So with submissions closing here, you know, it is very one-sided in terms of everyone thinking Bodacious, but I've also been 0 for 5 on my Bodacious picks the entire season. So Lecap, you know, congrats on winning. I guess that's how that works.
We'll see if the K-Tool Caster Curse comes in clutch here. But with that being said, we're on our way to Beckwith Park for game number 1. And I will say, someone actually, Chemic, a caster with us, he actually used the Dcrl Caster Curse like boost thing and proceeded to win an upset. So does it work? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I mean, it worked for him.
Hey, if it works for him, you know, I gotta respect it in that situation. But so I think, you know, the caster curse is definitely real. I think, you know, stream nerves. These guys have both played on stream a lot, but specifically in playoffs, it has a much bigger impact, especially with elimination. You know, it is life on the line. So as these teams do kind of take maybe this game 1, game 2 to get settled down, whoever, you know, has a slow start, it is going to be extremely difficult for them to crawl back.
Yeah, momentum definitely going to be a key here. Steve has a chance, but it floats wide and Yellow able to get it out. Yellow, he gets 1 over 1. Can he get anything on the backboard? Yes, he can. This floats middle. Is anyone there? Bauer's there, but no one able to put it home. Little Bukes. Unable to get it out. Honestly, that was probably the best opportunity I've seen out of Steve, shut me up. Shut me up faster. My bad. What a pass and shot here from Bodacious. Little Buke strip to Steve and on.
Yeah, we see a great opportunity here. What a counterattack. We saw an insane jump save from Steve. I thought that for sure that was going to be going in, and we see an instant counterattack. Little Books up to Steve, getting that redirect, and that is a fantastic goal momentum-wise to get them on the board early, showing that Bodacious, yeah, they have an insane offensive firepower. I think the #1 issue with Bodacious is going to be double and triple commits from this team, and so if we can see Lecap taking advantage of that, I think we're going to see a lot of goals here in this series.
Yeah, we'll see if this first game turns out to be a shootout or not. I mean, it tends to go either way, and so far it's looking like a lot of offensive pressure, but the stall in the center is kind of getting me worried. Because if this stays pretty idle, I think Bodacious take it as Steve with another nice one, top right.
Yeah, we see a good dunk here. Steve on 0 boost, turning for this one. Opts to not go for the corner boost. JD Bauer, he side flips a little early. I would have loved to see him get a lot closer to that ball. I think he had a decent chance, but Steve opting to not go for the boost and going for the shot. We'd love a ball over boost chance here, netting them a 2-0 start here in game 1. And Tyler is going to say, does not matter. It wasn't a Tyler kickoff, but it's almost as bad.
Oh, that is the most Tyler pass I've ever seen in Dcrl. And I have not watched long enough. Yellow Dog screaming into his camera, let's go, as Lecap, only within 1. Bodacious go from a pretty well held out lead to having to fight for this based off of 1 mistake.
Yeah, that 1 mistake is going to be a little haunting. We already see Yellow Dog screaming in the cams. These guys are all really good friends. That's one thing, too. So they get to have some fun with it. And especially when you are playing your friends, it also adds that much more because I can guarantee a lot of these guys will be at LAN regardless of whether or not they make it. And it is so much more fun to give them crap in person.
Yeah, no doubt. Yellow Dog, an absolute character, especially at LAN. And this Tyler guy, he doesn't like to take it, but censoring. Oh, what an unlucky touch, and it's tied up.
Yeah, that is, sometimes it's just the way that she goes, but the fact that Lecap has quote-unquote not actually earned a goal, I think is actually still a big benefit to Bodacious. Yeah, they've made some dumb mistakes, but if they can just say, hey guys, settle down, it doesn't matter, it's 2 goals. They didn't earn those 2 goals. Look at Bodacious' first goal. You know, that was a ripper of a shot, so I think just get back to the basics, just show, hey, we're faster in the air, we don't need to make these dumb challenges, and we'll be golden.
Yeah, honestly, Bodacious looking good for the most part, but just having low lows as JD. Off the touch. This was just a nice pinch off by Sensory, and you thought Tyler would jump, but he just lets JD go over him.
Yeah, there's really not much Tyler can do in that situation with how the ball is going, but Little Books, unfortunately, getting not the best 50, going to be screaming right back to, and now 3 unanswered goals on 3 of the weirdest bounces, but Lecap does not care as they do find themselves in a odd lead here in game 1. Again, it is going to be a best of 7. We have a long series tonight.
That's some nice backward defense from Yellow Dog. He was able to get that out there. Oh, little abuse on the follow, Sensory. Gets a nice touch out wide. He gets one under Tyler AG. Can he get more to follow? Not quite. Steve on the nice touch to the corner. Followed up. JD cuts him off. Can he get anything to go out deep? Not quite, but it floats mid. That's a little. They're a little slow on the defensive side. I don't know if Bodacious are just panicky now because they're down 1, but I feel like they'd be a little more aggressive.
Might be a little bit of panic here. This is a great pass from Steve. Little Boost not able to find this one. Tyler going to be streaking in. Doesn't have a ton of boost to work with. Yellow Dog up and over 1. Steve getting a good touch to the corner. Up and over 1. This is a great center. Is anyone going to be there to capitalize? The Sensory does take his time. He was not pressured by the first man of Bodacious as Tyler drops this one down. Yellow Dog bats it away. Bodacious, I think they have really good speed, but they're just a little bit too spaced out right now in game 1.
Yeah, if there's one type of style that Yellow Dog's kind of been going to, he's been playing a lot with Hambungus, so it's a bit of a slower style, but it's all in the air. Very mechy air touches, and I've seen some clips. He can hit stuff. I just don't think he's in the right company to be doing that, so we'll see if that leads him astray or if he gets some nice goals. Ooh.
Chance here. Ooh, Steve, not a lot of boost, trying to go for a pinch. JD, that's not a great touch, though, but Sensory and Tyler not on the same page there. Again, I talked about just a little bit of poor spacing from that second and third man, and that is going to give up a goal here as Yellow Dog up and over. I just talked about the spacing, and between the defense of Bodacious, they just cannot figure it out.
Yeah, nice touch from Yellow Dog over the rest of them. Tyler out of position. He gets one to go, and with a 2-goal lead, a minute left, it's looking rough. Bodacious They're gonna want those first 2 awkward goals back. It's not looking great for them. Lecap with all the momentum, but not the like quality of their touches. It's purely just off of the poor touches of their opponents.
Ooh, this is going to be a good center. Tyler going for a shot. We see a double commit. This is going to bounce mid. This should be a potential chance here. Steve now has to rush back. Going to try to take this one low. Gets a good pop high. That's a decent amount of boost to work with. Can he go for the reset? He does. Would have loved to maybe see him just try to force it high and work his way through as Tyler going to center it now with 30 seconds left. Little Boost has no boost to work with, and that one's not going to find it on the first. But JD Bauer, the 5th unanswered goal, sealing game 1.
Yeah, Bodacious started off hot, started off well, but Yellow Dog with a weird fake there. JD doing it all himself. I mean, they look unstoppable right now.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue with this one. Again, you look at Bodacious's first 2 goals, and you're like, oh, they're coming out swinging. And then 3 really, really awkward goals that they gave up for Lecap, I think, just kind of killed the momentum of Bodacious. So looking to have Bodacious basically say, all right, that was just a weird game 1. It happens, whatever. Look at our goals. Look at our offense. We had so much more pressure in the first 2 minutes. We just need to get back to that. As time's going to tick down, maybe we'll see one more for the road. A sensor is going to pop it off the backboard. Does it drop down? But JD not able to reach that one. Game 1 handily going to Lecap.
Yeah, they definitely had a chance there to make something happen. But after a couple of defensive mistakes, it just started falling away from them. Lecap, if you can say one thing, they took their advantages and they ran with them. A decent showing from all of them points-wise, but like, I don't know. It came off the back of a lot of awkward and small mistakes that could be corrected. So I don't know if they're gonna have much more. I don't think they can bank on the goals they got that game, except for maybe the one by JD off the backboard and Yellow Dog's touch off a pass. Like the rest of them are pretty mickey.
Yeah, again, it's tough to kind of figure out, what do you take away from game 1 with how weird that first 2 minutes were. So I think if I'm Bodacious, you just say, hey, like I said, it happens, some weird bounces. You look at the shots, and it's like Bodacious had 5 shots in the first minute, and then after that, they really did get shut down. And I think a lot of it is the spacing. They were a little bit too passive as they started giving up those weird bounces.
Yeah, we'll see if that continues off in the second game here, but honestly, I'm looking for mainly Steve and Tyler 8G to perform. Lil Bukes, I give a little bit more patience to. Comes in as a 3rd man. I don't know if he's ever been in Dcrl before. And so the 2 though, the veterans, I'm expecting a lot more from them, especially with the strides they've made in the past, especially both being decent lane contenders last season.
I have a feeling that if Bodacious do not score the first goal here, we are going to see Lecap go 2-0 in the series. I think that it is desperate now that we have seen 5 unanswered goals from Lecap. They need to find one here from Bodacious.
Yeah, I could see if they don't get it here, timeout come out, a little bit of an awkward time to try to fix it. And you don't know, is their mental shot back quickly, or will they be able to recover some point in the series? It's a long one, so there's some opportunity to recover it, but it's an awkward double overcommit right there by JD. This ball flows mid, and Steve takes it away from Lil Bukes, who probably had a better shot there.
Well, I think they both were expecting that Tyler was actually going to take that first shot, which Tyler unfortunately not able to read it. And then Steve didn't expect Tyler to miss. Little Boost didn't expect both of them to miss. So then it was just kind of an awkward cluster. And again, it makes for awkward double and triple commits, which I had mentioned earlier is one of the #1 reasons that we see them get scored on. And how did he save the first one? It's not going to matter. His sensory is going to slam the door.
Yeah, that was a nice angle by JD, barely on target. Lil Bukes with a great save, but sensory. Lying in wait, gets one home, and it's a 1-0 lead for Lecap, and if what you said reigns true, this is going to be a rough game for Bodacious.
This is now 6 unanswered goals. Bodacious, after starting out with a ridiculous redirect from Steve for the pass of Little Books, it has been all Lecap, and this is now, I am going to say it, it is actually start to panic time a little bit for Bodacious. You need to calm the nerves down and not have so many double commits and poor touches on defense.
Yeah, it's been around a whole game of Rocket League since they scored last, and it's got to be laying in with them. If they go 2 games pretty much without a score.
There it is.
Ooh, there it is.
Beautiful from Steve. Every time you start to bring it up, no, that is an absolute beautiful fake aerial. It gets Sensory to jump, drops back down, and Yellow Dog, no boost to get back. Steve, that is a fantastic solo play to drag them back from the depths. Like you'd mentioned, it has been 6.5 minutes since Bodacious had found the back of the net. Question is, what do they do with this momentum, if any? And I'm still looking for Tyler to start to come into the series. We haven't seen him get a goal or really much of a shot yet.
Yeah, he's hit some insane shots. He's had some great touches, especially in the past 2 series they've played, but I haven't seen anything from him here. Little Bukes with an opportunity. Fakes it. Tyler AG on and puts it home. And a great fake off the pass. If that was on purpose, that was insane.
Sometimes it works out, Little Bukes. I mean, hey, if the fake works, the fake works. Absolutely destroying JD Bauer on that one. And Tyler, just as we talked about him, said, all right, hold on, hold my beer, watch this. Takes 20 seconds to get a lead now. And again, we see good earned goals coming from Bodacious. They work very hard and they make good plays. And then you see poor touches. And exactly this, Lecap's goals, they're not necessarily Mickey, but Bodacious is handing them on a silver platter. You need to force Lecap to work for your goals.
Yeah, Lecap literally getting that one purely off defensive mistake. And if you want Bodacious to succeed here, they need to find a way to keep their defensive touches, their defensive mistakes to a minimum. This is a nice touch. Can Tyler G follow? Not quite. Steve unable to turn it in. JD able to get it out wide. Yellow Dog following up the side. Tries to put it mid. Can't quite. This floats into the corner. Sent away by Tyler AG. Can he get something else? Not able to. Sensory cuts him off. It's Steve on offense. JD forces it to the corner. This might be an opportunity, but Lil Bukes only able to get the 50, and it's hit over Steve. Tyler, nice pop high. Sensory's up. Gets the whip. Lil Bukes on the angle. Sends it back. Tyler AG lying in wait. Can't get much to go, and this is just delaying in the center. No one able to do anything with it. Opportunity for Tyler AG to send it mid. He gets one, but nothing goes. And this is kind of just slow, lackluster offense from the Bodacious team. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been a little interesting. I don't think Yellow's gonna get a good hit on that one. It's just enough to make Tyler awkward. We see Little Books behind him. That is gonna be a double commit. Steve now was looking to go for a shot. Again, Tyler cutting this one. 0 boost. He picks up a couple pads. This is gonna go off the backboard. Dropping down. Steve is up. He may have had that angle, but JD's not even gonna give him a chance with the shot. Little Books now forced to go back post. We love to see a good defensive rotation here. Yellow off the backboard. It is going to drop down. Sensory is up, but shot is not going to be on target here. As Steve now low boost. That's not the best touch. Tyler in a no boost situation. This is just panic defense from Bodacious, but they are still hanging on.
Lil Bukes, can he send it mid down to Steve? Not quite. JD with a nice save. Sends it out wide. JD on the follow. Tyler AG forced to play low boost defense. Can't quite get it. JD goes for the demo. Not able to get it. This ball goes over Sensory off Bukes. Yellow Dog can't take it. Steve behind. Can he get something to go? This pops high. JD's awkward, but no one there to follow. Steve again off the backboard. Tyler goes, but it doesn't really do much, and JD's going to get a free clear out of it.
Yeah, might get a free clear. It's going to be going off the corner. He looks for a demo attempt. I like to see some little bit of a change up here. We haven't seen super physical play so far in the series, as we're now down to almost 30 seconds left here, and this is going to be massive if we can see Bodacious getting 1-1 in the series, or do they go down 2-0, potentially calling a timeout, as Little Bukes is going to look to center this one. JD Bauer takes over. Sensory, a little bit of an awkward touch. He does pop it over one. We see bumps galore happening on the goalie. Tyler, though, the chance was there for the redirect, but just not enough boost in the tank. Steve coming in with 15 seconds left, and we might be looking at overtime.
Yeah, we might be with 10 seconds left. Sensory on a nice pop. JD to follow. Can he get it mid? Not quite. This ball floats back to Yellow. Yellow sends it wide. And with this ball rolling, I don't see anything other than mid unless Steve can do something here. He takes it high, but it falls immediately. And this is going down. Overtime. Game number 2.
Overtime coming in hot here, and this is going to be massive, like we said. If Bodacious can take this, this will be huge for the momentum. Otherwise, going down 2 on a team that they clearly think they can beat, it's going to be difficult mentally if they can come back, as we see an awkward cluster to start the first 12 seconds of overtime. As Steve now, not a ton of boost here. We see double commits happening. JD as well as Sensory on 0 boost in that situation. Yellow Dog, the only one back, and he's got nothing of his own, but thankfully does grab the corner boost. And we talked about how critical boost is going to be for both of these teams here.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but this ball floating mid here. Nobody from Bodacious there. Sentry able to get a free touch out wide. Doesn't quite do anything with it, but JD forced to play desperation defense. They have boost, but they don't have space. And this ball sent high. Steve cuts it off. Tyler unable to follow it. This ball floats back to Lil Buke, who's forced to make a touch. JD with a touch over one, but it can't quite get over Steve. Steve able to take it to the corner. He gets the ball up high, but JD sends it mid. Is anyone there? Not quite. Floated away, but Yellow Dog cuts it off. The Sentry up. Yes, he is. He gets it to the corner. Can he get a nice touch mid? Not quite. Oh, he does. Yellow Dog off the whip, and that's a nice touch, but nobody's going to be there.
Yeah, we're seeing Bodacious is opting to go boost over ball every single time, and they've now missed multiple opportunities for big clears downfield, and that might cost them here. Sensory going for the shot. It's on target. Tyler does bap it away. Still in a dangerous spot, though. Yellow Dog going to be forced to leave this. Little Boost has 0 boost. He does get a touch, but again, throwing away possession over and over. Steve now making an awkward touch, drops it down. Tyler trying to control it. Actually gets a great flick over one. Can he get over a second, maybe a third? Trying to get it around, doing it himself, but you're seeing how far back the second and third man of Bodacious are. They need to be more aggressive.
Yeah, they definitely do. This ball floats mid, but Yellow Dog sends it away. And Sentry able to follow this up. Buke's awkward, sends one high. Tyler should be there.
That's a triple commit.
Can they get something mid here? JD trying to send something mid. He gets it there. Sentry cuts it, but not quite. Tyler, can he get something past Yellow Dog here? Yes, he can. He's around 1. Can he get around 2? Not quite. This ball floated out. Yellow there. Can't get anything to go. This ball touched up high by Steve, but nothing follows. Yellow Dog sends to the backboard. JD, for some reason in La La Land, as Steve sends this over to Lil Bukes, but Lil Bukes decides to go under. And Sentry takes it high.
Oh, Tyler G trying to be a speedy third man. Little Bukes, not the best touch mid. This is going to be a race. Sentry's going to pop mid. Yellow Dog is that low boost. So is Steve. Tyler finally gets the 100. Dangerous off the backboard. Tyler needs to get there in time, which he does. Not the best clear as JD's looking actually to center it, but Sensory smartly opts to take it slow.
Yeah, it was a good attempt there. Sensory not able to do much more with it though. Yellow Dog follows it up. Can you get it mid? It's touched mid by Steve, but Tyler's there. This floats high towards the back line. Sensory last man back. Gets it wide, and we're at 3 minutes. Over a half a Rocket League game played into this overtime, and they are.
That's a double.
Ooh, it's gonna start waning on them here. JD not able to get it over Tyler HG. Tyler HG pushed high by Yellow Dog. It's a nice touch, but Steve gets an awkward one. Yellow Dog on a whip. Sensory follows it up, takes it out, but Lil Bukes waits. Can't get much over. JD floats towards the backboard, where Tyler sends it to the corner, and nothing's going. K-Tool, nothing's going.
Yeah, we aren't even seeing really any shots. It's just midfield play. Both teams just trying to play some boomer ball. So we see Tyler again going for, that's a triple commit. Little Boost has 0 boost to get back. We're seeing both teams just playing some very, very defensive, scared Rocket League. As JD goes for the pre-flip, it bounces mid. No one able to be there. Yellow Dog off the backboard, a Sensory commit as third man. He does, and Yellow Dog forced to go back. That was a little bit of a abrupt aggressiveness from both teams, but still no clear shots on target here in overtime.
Yeah, we're almost to a game of Rocket League played into this one, but JD plays around 2, plays around 3, but Tyler on the retreat, able to get there in time. Sensory gets a touch off the backboard. Can he get something to follow? Not quite. A nice touch by Lil Buke, sends it wide. Tyler HG, no boost. Tries to take it into their half. Can he get it past 1? No, not quite again. Steve on the sidewall, touches over, doesn't even get over 1. Sensory with a nice touchdown. JD to follow. He's up high, no boost though. Able to get it past Lil Bukes, but Tyler HG waits. Get the nice touch, but Yellow Dog are quick on the cut. Can't get much to go, and Steve's going to take this out.
Chance here. Tyler now, he's got a lot of boost to go with. He should beat out Yellow Dog. And that touch is going to be just a little bit too aggressive here, as that might be it, and Steve can't get back. JD Bauer in 5 minutes of overtime, clutching up for Lecap.
JD with a whole ass light show behind him as he launches one home, sending Lecap to a 2-0 lead in the series, and a momentum changer at that.
One thing we have to mention is how detrimental it is to lose a 5-minute overtime. It is so difficult on the mental for Bodacious. They had so many chances, and out of clearly nothing, we thought Tyler was going to maybe get a 50 or for an air dribble or something, but just JD just throwing a hand up, and it gets over all 3 players. This is going to be a long road for Bodacious to come back for. They do have a timeout. Question is, are they actually going to use it?
I don't think they will here, to be honest, but we'll see. We got a few more seconds to prepare into this next match, and I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to play in, see if they need it, try to get a goal, maybe a game here, and then play it, or like try to play into some type of momentum. That game took so long, and if that last shot there actually pulled Lecap the momentum, it's going to be rough for them to even make a somewhat of a comeback.
No, I definitely agree with you. The comeback is obviously going to be that much more difficult. I think one of the biggest things is, again, how scared Bodacious seems to be playing. Either they're sending their 3rd man on the goal line to the other team, or their 3rd man is on their own half getting boosts, right? They need to have a good triangle to keep pressure, and we are seeing Lecap doing a better job, which is allowing them, as we're seeing JD here, it's allowing them to continue to have shot after shot.
Yeah, whipped by Yellow Dog. Steve has an opportunity. This ball floats mid. Tyler G not quite there. Lil Buke's able to delay it, but can he stop it? Ball around him and on. JD with another light shell behind him as he puts one home.
He's got to have some fun with this one. JD trying to get it around one, and with the demo, just insult to injury. Little Books, again, left alone as 3rd. It's one thing that Bodacious do all the time, leaving that man on the island and pray.
Yeah, JD with a nice shot there, but Tyler sends this one far. Yellow Dog forced to take it in his own corner, get the pop over one. Steve's there, but no boost to be heard of. He gets back into his corner to get some, but he just launches, loses most of the possession as Fenster will get a touch high. Tyler G there to follow. He gets a pop once, but JD all the time in the world to go for it. Steve there to cut it, but can't quite get it. This ball floats high to JD. JD gets a touchdown. Yellow Dog there sends it back towards Sensory. Sensory forced to play it early. This ball back to JD, and it just delays in this corner. The nice touch high though. Anyone there? Not quite. Steve gets it clear.
Yellow Dog, little awkward touch to the corner. It is going to go off the backboard, but nothing's going to come as it is. Little Boost is going to send us one. Should be a free clear for Yellow Dog, which it is. Tyler now forced to buy a little time, let his team come back and get some boosts. We see Steve and Little Boost on 0. Tyler, not the best clear, but it does enough. Steve, though, now has 0 boosts to work with. He's probably going to take a low 50. Opts to somehow get it over Sensory. He's trying to go all the way. He's trying to force his way in. And again, where is the 2nd man? They need to be closer to finish off these chances for Bodacious.
Yeah, they're playing a lot of like boomer / one-man army. Sadly, their pressure's just been not good enough. Sensory able to take this back into his own corner. Can he get anything else other than a touch high? Yes, he can. He launches it back into Bodacious' side. Tyler G forced on defense, sends this one mid for him, but Lil Buke's able to keep the defense of Bodacious held strong. Yellow Dog gets past one, but Tyler G launches this towards net. Sensory, easiest touch he's had all game. This ball floats wide. JD with a nice touch out, but Lecap, they're kind of delaying now too. Bodacious and Lecap both playing a midfield game here, but not much like aggressive offensive pressure.
Yeah, we see Chance here. Lil Box gonna be going for this one, as Tyler does get this one. A great pass from Laba coming in here, and it's gonna be a good touch here. And we see finally Bodacious getting a chance here.
Laba is crazy, but I bet
Laba. I just see everyone in chat just gotta give him something here.
Fair enough. Lil Box goes crazy as he gets a nice pass. Bodacious fought again for another goal here, but Yellow Dog sends this one mid and JD on the follow. It's crazy that he has that light show go every time. That's awesome. But it sucks.
I'm just imagining like his roommate next door like looking in the window just trying to sleep.
Omega Blaze just trying to go to bed. Just can't. His literal roommate can't sleep.
It's got to be so frustrating, though. I'm just trying to think of on the Bodacious side. Like, you work so hard, you finally get a goal after 2.5 minutes, and 7 seconds later, you give it up. Like, they just cannot get any momentum. They have not scored 2 consecutive goals since the first 30 seconds of game 1. They just cannot seem to build on any successes that they do have. Little Bukes, though, gonna maybe 50 this. This could be on target. Actually, Yellow Dog is awkward. This is gonna go off his own backboard. Steve now looking for a shot. It's a beautiful drop center, but again, the third man of Bodacious just very far back.
Yeah, Tyler able to get this round 2 off a double commit. Can he get anything more? Sends it mid. Steve there, but amazing save from Sensory. Sends it away, and Yellow Dog will be able to follow this up. I was saying that before. They can't get anything to go here, but this is
it's open.
as wide open as it gets. Tyler floats it off the backboard. Little Bukes also. Steve on the follow. Can he get something? Not quite. Yellow Dog gonna be able to play this out. JD first though. He gets the touch up high. Is anyone there? Nice touch out by Lil Bukes, but is it on target? No, it's not. This ball floats mid off a nice touch, but Tyler too far back because he was actually supposed to be the third man. Lil Bukes a little out of position there.
Going for the reset. He does get it. He does actually drop it mid, but again, Steve and Little Bukes just not exactly sure who was supposed to be going for this one. Yellow Dog is waiting mid. A Sensory does go up and around 1. This drops down. We do see the third man commit. JD, that was so dangerous. Tyler, though, unfortunately not on target. Steve does go. This is a dangerous counter-attack opportunity here, as that is maybe going to sneak in. And it does. Yellow Dog icing up here. Steve and Tyler, again, they had so many opportunities, but unfortunately, nothing is going to come to fruition. And now, Lecap, they might be going on match point here.
Yellow Dog sniffing the cam and waving, calling it stinky. Not able to do much other than just, you got to laugh at that. Oh, wow, Steve needs to find something to go here. They're down by 2 goals here, 3-1 with less than 30 seconds left. It's not over till it's over, but it's just their offense has been lackluster this game.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at the front 2 man here. The Rock Man himself, Steven Tyler, they just cannot seem to get something going here. And I had mentioned it actually in the green room before this match even started that they are the same player and they are going to double commit on a lot of things. And on their own teams last season, they had so much insane success. But together, they just can't seem to get on the right foot here as they do now drop down to match point for Lecap. This is now elimination facing Bodacious here. And do we finally see a timeout? No, they're just going to ready up right away.
I'm going to ask them, but...
Nope. They don't want it. They want to go. They don't want to send it. They want to ready up right away. They are ready.
They're veterans. They're veterans. They should know. We'll stay in Manfield for this one as opportunity presents itself. Can Lecap come in with a sweep, destroying both of our predictions and my sanity? Or can Bodacious hold on just a little longer here and put something home? And honestly, they fought so hard for every single one of their goals, and I just hope this comes back. Can they find some momentum in this game, or will Lecap just take it in stride?
All right, new plan. Lecap will win 4-0. Right. That's my prediction. There is no chance that Bodacious will win a single game.
JD with a touchdown. Tyler awkward on his own backline. Flips over Steve. Can he get anything else? Just a touch high in front of net. But Steve there to take it out. Yeah, this is... They just need to get some offensive pressure early. Maybe a goal here early. Get some momentum. Maybe try to repeat the start of game 1, but none of the rest of it. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a tough showing no matter what here.
And we'll see if they can come up with something here, as this is going to drop really awkwardly down. Little Bukes in such an awkward spot. JD, he didn't have the boost to get on top of the ball like he wanted here, as this is going to bounce high for Sensory, who himself doesn't have boost, but that's not going to stop him. It does ice the defense here, as now JD, last man back. He actually does go for that as third man. That was extremely surprising, as he was definitely done and dusted to that ball. Seeing Little Bukes now getting a good touch mid, and we are seeing Bodacious fighting pretty hard for the first minute and a half here, but again, they just can't find the goal.
This ball floating back. Yellow Dog lying in wait. Gets a nice touch, but Steve ends him. That might be what we need to see. A little bit more demos, a little bit more aggressive bumping and pressure. Could that do well for them here? We'll find out as the shot goes on, but it floated wide. Little Bukes almost had a nice one there, but this ball floats back towards Steve. He put the shot on target. JD with no boost, able to keep it out. Steve fakes him out a little early. Bukes tries to go off the backboard. Can't do much with it. Tyler launches this high, Steve to follow, but he takes a really weird angle, and JD's going to get a free
Oh
clear out.
no.
Double commit on defense. Tyler turns. Sensory. This shot, it's a touch out wide, but it's straight to JD. JD sends it back mid, but no one's there. Steve with a nice clear out. Tyler lies in wait, but no boost. He gets a touch around one, but Sensory. Touch up to Yellow Dog. Can't do much with it. And this ball, another double commit. This team needs to cut those out. Bodacious, come on, guys.
I had mentioned it in the green room that the double commits were one of the number one things that's going to happen here, and Steve might have a chance. This is a free shot for the third man, but Little Bukes coming from the opposite side somehow gets an awkward double here. Is going to get a 100 boost. Can he find a center to Tyler? He does drop it down. This is a great opportunity, but Tyler unfortunately just not able to get a great run up for that situation here. Now we see a one-on-one situation. JD of round one. Tyler does throw it downfield. Steve, can he find the angle? It's on target. Tyler up on this one. The fake actually works, and Yellow Dog gets faked out by Tyler, and Steve does find their first goal. It has been a long time since Bodacious has been in the lead.
Yeah, they're able to take that one. I may not be a lip reader, but I know Yellow Dog said, "What was that?" with an expletive thrown in there. Honestly, that fake got him a little too hard. JD with a nice touch out. We're going to see if they can come back quickly, because that's been the bane of this Bodacious existence. They'll get a goal and then just give it up right away. We'll see if they can get two in succession. But it's been a while. It's been a while since they've been able to do that.
We see, like you said, it's been a while since they've done it. We'll see if they can continue to finally find maybe some momentum here. Tyler, a little bit of an awkward touch here, but it actually does work around one. Ooh, dangerous here is Steve, no boost. Tyler, no boost. And Little Bukes, the only one to get something. Steve, no. He likes to go for these fake aerials, trying to force it under one. We do see Yellow Dog, though. A lot of boost here. He's got good solo play potential. Tyler does match him in the air. Now, a minute 20 left here. Does Bodacious finally stop the sweep from happening here?
We'll see. They got a minute to hold on here, and as Steve pushes up, you just got to hope that this offensive pressure maybe pulls another goal out. Like, this is the longest in the entire series Lecap's been without a goal, and I don't know if that's just momentum or if they're just playing really defensive right now, or just some unlucky offensive pressure. Tyler at you with a nice touch off Sensory's attempted shot. This ball floats mid again. Lil Bukes, the launching clear. It's on net, but it'll get sent wide. This ball floated back by Lil Bukes to Tyler Chi. Tyler Chi up. Yellow with a nice save. But Steve on, can't get it to go. Sensory sends it wide, tries to follow it, but he's got 8 in the tank and no dreams possible there. Yellow Dog, able to get it to the corner. He tries to follow. Tyler G tries to send him wide, but it quite can't. Steve on a nice attempt, but JD blocks it with his entire being. JD can't get much to go in the corner as Tyler tries to follow it out. He's over 2. Can he get past 3? Yes, he can. This ball floats mid. Yellow Dog awkward, but JD comes in rescue. Steve Goomba'd a little bit. Can't do much with it. With a little side flip action. Can he get it to the corner? Can he delay long enough? Can he hold on, K-Tool?
3 seconds left. This ball just needs to touch the ground. And like I've been saying this entire time, there is absolutely no chance that Lecap is going to win this next game. All right? Sometimes I have to curse my own will into existence here. And Bodacious does not get 4-0 swept here. However, they got a long way to go.
Yeah, it's a long road ahead. A lot of games. And Bodacious forced on their back foot, but able to pull one out. Can they keep that going? Can they keep the momentum riding? Or will Lecap come through and end them off early? We'll find out here as we take a lovely...
I would like to think if Bodacious can win one more game, they will legitimately have gone farther than any single Div C match has this entire season. Every single match has been a 4-0 or a 4-1. We have not seen a Game 6 yet at all. So this would be breaking new ground if Bodacious is able to get a win here.
Yeah, but Lecap looking menacing. Even when they lost, they had a lot of offensive pressure, just didn't go quite their way. We'll see if that continues. JD off a whip. Tyler sent this high. Lil Bukes there. He gets a touch around one. Sensory awkward in the corner, but JD's back on defense. He'll get a nice touch out, but can Steve do much with it? Not quite. This ball floating into the back half. JD to follow. Can't get it to go. Tyler with a great save.
Chance here, Steve. Maybe going for a solo play.
Oh,
Little Buke's not able to get it going here. Tyler, a little bit of an
Steve.
awkward touch here. It actually almost works out. It does drop down, and Steve almost gets there. Sometimes the awkward touches do work.
Yeah, and Steve, he lies and waits in the bottom half there a little bit more than I would ever do, I'll be honest. Lil Bukes tries to cut that across. All of their team pushed up here. They need to get something on the defensive side. This ball floats back, but nice touch from Tyler, but Yellow Dog on. It's awkward in net, and Yellow Dog puts it home. Lecap up 1-0 in game number 5.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting here as Yellow Dog does rip one. That is a screamer up and over everyone. The defensive Bodacious not able to react in time. Backs against the wall again. Question is, what do you got?
Ooh. I honestly did not hear you.
Fair enough. All that matters is that Tyler's trying to score. Little Buke's going to be a little awkward again, committing his third man. The net is wide open. Can Tyler get back in time? But not enough boost, and a poor commit from the third man here. That is going to be a tough pill to swallow, especially with 4 minutes left.
Oh, Yellow Dog loses the shirt. He thinks he's got it in the bag here. Coop, stop calling me out in chat. We got this thing. And Lecap with a 2-0 lead. This is really rough. Bodacious need to like turn on an offensive pressure we have not seen at all from them this game, and it's got to start quick here. A lot of Rocket League left to play, but 2 goals can seem overbearing when you've done not much in the last 2 games in the series. Lil Bukes.
Maybe have a chance here. It's gotta go in, and unfortunately, that right there, I think, sums up the entire season of Bodacious.
Yep, that's about it. This ball floating back. Tyler gets a nice touch. Lil Bukes launches this high. JD awkward on the back line, but he still gets the save. Sensory pops this over one. Can Steve put something on? No, he floats it to the backboard. So does Lil Bukes. Tyler tries to follow, but nothing goes. Steve, he had an attempt on the shot there. Can he get it to go still? Yes, he can. Steve able to bring it within 1, but if they let Lecap run here, it's going to be rough.
Ooh, this could be interesting here. They've got a lot of time, and Steve is trying to solo-handedly get this team to victory here. They finally do have more shots again. As typical faction here for Bodacious, they do seem to always be out-shooting the opponents. But as we mentioned earlier, the double and triple commits on defense are just detrimental.
Yeah, they really are. Yellow Dog able to cut that off in the center. Can he get a bump on the back line? Not quite Steve. He's going to get it out of his own half, but he can't beat out more than one defender. Lil Bukes quick to follow. Sensory pushes it back into his own corner. He's got control. Can he get past anyone? Not quite. Tyler, his ball floats down. Steve, can he get it on net? Yes, he can! Steve ties it up. And with half the game left, Bodacious have a breath of light. Whoa.
Good bump from Tyler, too. That kind of came out of nowhere. But Yellow Dog got absolutely bodied in net here. So now, as we do break the halfway barrier here in game number 5, it's going to be a question of Bodacious. You're now tied. You're bringing it back. How much fight do you have left in you? Can you do what no team has done so far in Div C and go to game 6 on your way, hopefully for them, to a reverse sweep?
A triple commit on offense here. Tyler forced to play it slow. His teammates lying behind him because that's where they're always at, it seems like. Steve, immediate touch, but Lil Bukes got the opportunity. Sensory able to get it wide. Tyler turns immediately, but a whiff. Can he get it back to Steve? No, the opponents do it for him. Steve tries to take this up the sidewall. Can he get anything mid? It's sent back towards Lil Bukes. He's on the follow, but JD able to push this out away. Steve sends it to mid, but Yellow Dog cuts it off. Tyler HG there, floats it back. Sensory. Nice clear. We're just delayed here. Oh boy.
Eyes.
This ball floating in by Little Buke. Steve with an opportunity. Just puts one straight into the center. An easy save for JD. Tyler HG floats this one high and mid. Yellow Dog with a nice cut. Able to get it out. Little Buke's waiting, but JD, all the pressure for him. This ball floats off the backboard. And Yellow Dog on the follow. This ball floats over the backboard again. Steve on the whiff. This ball is just dead in the center. No one pushing it. Sensory.
No one has boost. Just awkwardly waiting for everyone. Tyler, this is dangerous to bring it in front of your net for this exact reason. JD not able to reach this in time. Sensory opting to take a slow touch here. Steve should beat him out here. Does drop in mid. Little Bukes actually causes a triple commit from his team. Tyler, though, this is dangerous to commit on the corner there. Steve gonna bop this off the back wall. Yellow Dog incredibly awkward. Actually centers it. Is anyone there for the shot? Little Bukes is, but unfortunately just can't get any power. This might go in. It's a wide open net, and Little Bukes putting Bodacious back in the lead.
This touch from Tyler, entirely clutch. Yellow Dog on whip on defense, and Lil Bukes brings some life back. Is game 6 imminent if nothing happens in 35 seconds?
I don't want to cast a curse anything. However, I have faith that Steve's going to score the next goal here, and we are going to see a crazy game 7, hopefully. We'll see what happens here, but I do desperately want to see some content, and I do think Bodacious is starting to wake up a little bit. And again, if they can just do one single thing and chill on the double and triple commits, I do think they walk away a winner of this series, but they need to hold out for the rest of game 5.
Yeah, Tyler centering for the opponents. Yellow Dog can't get there in time. Bodacious bring it to game 6 for the first time in Div C playoffs.
Ooh, we even got a K-Tool Caster Curse redemption here. All right, I mean, just for you. All right, I'm gonna be honest here. Bodacious, they have all the momentum here, right? They are coming back. Yeah, you're down 3-0. Does not matter. They've got 2 games back-to-back. I'm looking at the shot difference, right? Bodacious has had so much momentum. They're looking a lot better on their touches. They're looking better on their clears. And if they can just manage their boost, which they're doing a really good job right now, I think they are, in fact, going to complete the reverse sweep right now. I have faith in Bodacious.
Yeah, we'll see if the K-Tool Caster Curse reigns true. I really don't want to see that, but Steve calls me out. I don't think he understands how casting works, but that's all good. As we head into game number 6, opportunity awaits. Can Bodacious come back here, keep the momentum, and fly high, or will Lecap end them off early? Yellow Dog, an awkward start. Tyler HG going towards that backboard. Can't do much with it. JD not able to get much as it goes. It rolls around, but Yellow Dog, a bit of a touch out, and this is just a very weird and slow start to game number 6.
Yeah, I think this is where it gets very difficult for Bodacious, right? Because kind of like you're down 3-0, you're down on out, you're kind of pissed at yourself. You win a couple games, and then you go, huh, maybe we can actually start to do something here. But that's when you start to get back in your head, and that's where, again, a lot of mistakes can tend to happen. Oh, there's no shot. Okay, I was going to say, there's no shot that actually goes in for a second there. But they almost did the unthinkable in that situation here, as we are seeing a quick start from both these teams. Obviously, it's been a lot of boomer ball, but they are just trying to be supersonic the entire time here.
Yeah, Tyler floats this off the side while Low Bukes in center to receive, but Sensory sends it high and over. This floats down. Steve gets a nice touch to the corner. Can he follow it up? He's able to beat out Yellow Dog. Gets a nice touch over Lil Bukes. Lil Bukes touches it off the corner. Can he get something mid? Nice demo on Sensory. This floats mid, but Yellow there to get it cleared out. Tyler HG chooses to take his time, slow in the corner. This ball floats high, but Steve there gets a launch out into the Lecap side. Lil Bukes to follow. Launches off the back wall. Tyler G dunked. Sensory to follow. It's barred, but sends away. JD on the third man triple commit there, and this ball floats mid-high. Can Steve get it down? No, he can't. Tyler takes it to the corner.
Chance is going to be here. We're seeing such aggression here coming out of Bodacious. Another chance here from Steve. Bodacious is being so aggressive. They're honestly looking genuinely good. This might be a chance for a fake on Tyler. Unfortunately, not able to get to land. And this is where the momentum is going to swing. With how aggressive Bodacious is getting, they've had so much momentum and so many more chances at the net. If they are the ones that give up a goal here, it is going to deflate everything they have worked for so far in Game 6.
Yeah, JD on a nice shot. Puts it off. JD with a lightning shot on net. Holy.
What an absolute piss missile up and over Lil Bukes. I don't think he genuinely had a chance at that one when they needed him most. JD ripping one as we are just over halfway through. And as I'd mentioned, with so much pressure coming from Bodacious, and then to give up that goal, it is going to be almost impossible for them to come back mentally.
Yeah, Steve forced to play it high. It plays down, but Lil Bukes quick to follow. JD sends it high. Is anyone there? No, it's just JD. JD sends it back. Tyler with a nice cut. Yellow Dog instantly on top of him. He's able to play this forward, and we just hit our sub goal, folks. Photonut giving 5 subs. Coop, you're wearing a maid outfit.
Photonut, Mr. Connor, I appreciate you very much, my good sir. This has been an insane stream already. We really, really do appreciate you supporting the stream. And that does, in fact, mean, ladies and gentlemen, that your boy Coop, or Perchance, or whatever you want to know him as, is going to be playing in a maid outfit on LAN, as well as we will be waxing we will be waxing legs of Reached Greatness or Rudy. And if you have seen how hairy that man is, that is going to be a big deal. But right now, Steve and Bodacious are trying to fight their way to Game 7.
Back to the match. Steve with a nice touch over the entirety of the team and comes over the top and puts it home over Yellow Dog. Lecap, Bodacious tied up Game 6. Chance to take it all the way to Champions Field here for Bodacious. They just need to find more offense in this last minute and 40 seconds.
We'll see if they can do it, Photonut, with the subs. He did call out for the K-Toolcaster curse. He called out for the 5 subs, hoping that karma is going to go in favor. But we got a long game to go. Tyler almost looking for a ridiculous touch. Steve looking for it as well. Reading the corner. Bodacious in the lead, inching ever closer to that elusive Game 7.
Yeah, that's a triple team pass, bro. Like, honestly, K-Tool. Lil Buke straight to Tyler G. Tyler G with the attempt off the side, and Steve puts it home. That's probably the best passing I've seen them put together this game.
This is going to be interesting here. There's no shot. So now the question is, I'm looking on the side of Lecap. This is where you start to panic. You're saying, okay, game 1, you lost. Cool. It's 4-1, whatever, right? We can win this.
Yeah.
And then Bodacious wins the second one. And then now they're on their way to winning the third. This is from the Lecap side where you really, really start to panic. Hands down, the most difficult game to clutch out is that Game 7, as we see the defense of Lecap getting a little more strung out.
This ball floating high. Tyler G awkward with a no boost. Yellow Dog pops it high in the corner. This is floating mid. JD's up, puts it on, but Tyler G able to send it wide. And this ball staying in this orange half for a little longer. Lil Bukes with a nice clear out off the demo on Steve. JD sends it mid, and Sensory puts it home. They are not ending it off that quickly.
They do not want to go here. JD, that's such a tough touch here, and we see Sensory somehow gets that over everyone. There was such a small angle here. Now with 30 seconds left, life on the line for Bodacious. They need to win this next game to force a Game 7. Lecap just trying to hold out here. They've got a chance here. Tyler, can he find the double tap? Unfortunately, no. JD gonna block this one away. It's still dangerous though. So we see Bukes now tossing this one mid. 18 seconds left. Overtime again is looming. Question is, do we get there?
Yeah, it's sent middle by Tyler.
Oh, no.
But no, we might not. And this flies home for Sensory. And Lecap take that away. 8 seconds left, and it's waning away for Bodacious on their comeback attempt.
8 seconds left. This is going to be dangerous here. We'll see if they can hold on here. We need to see an absolute miracle from Bodacious here. So we see Yellow Dog kick off here. JD Bauer does miss. We see a little awkwardness, but Steve has absolutely zero boost. We might see a triple come in here. Tyler now. This just needs to drop down. Steve needs to not own goal and go the entire length of the field. It is almost an impossible task. If this ball hits the ground, it is GG Lecap. Little Books, he does keep it up though. This has to be Tyler, and Tyler's going to miss, and Lecap will take it. There will be no reverse sweep, and Bodacious will be sent packing.
Wow. That is not how I pictured that going. Lecap on a great comeback there off Sensory's 2 fantastic goals, and they'll end Bodacious' season in stride finally, getting something to go after 2 straight losses.
I am going to have to give full credit for Photonut, who actually spent 10,000 channel points to have a curse put on Bodacious. And it looks like it did, in fact, win this one, as Bodacious was getting so much momentum. And I myself thought that they were going to take it. But unfortunately, it will not be that way, as we see Lecap fending off a crazy rally from Bodacious. But they are going to punch their ticket to one more step closer to LAN.
Yeah, currently waiting on Yellow Dog on the PS5. So it's gonna take him a minute to get into the call, the waiting room call, but once we get him, we'll pull him in here for you. But yeah, winner's interview with the folks that were able to take it. They look so dominant off the start, K-Tool. Honestly, that's probably the best I've seen Lecap this whole season.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and they're going to need to continue that, and more so, because like we mentioned, they're going to be going against potentially the #1 seed in Unlimited Aura, or obviously we've got the Barely Managing, which is they have been on fire lately these playoffs.
And there we see him. He's in the chat. We're going to pull them on in. And all I got to say... Oh, he immediately leaves.
Oh.
Yellow Dog. Why'd you do that to me? There he goes. And we just got to say congratulations, boys. How are we feeling?
Pretty good.
Rest.
Good game.
Oof. Yellow Dog, I'm going to pull for a seat on screen really quick here. I want to pull this specific one out. This one. After throwing the most vicious 2016 dunk contest type of dunk on Tyler's head, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna make LAN, is what you said specifically.
Yep.
And with that in the background, with the poll, you guys, I'm gonna ask JD. You think you're making LAN?
Oh hell yeah, we can beat anybody for sure.
What are we supposed to say? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm just checking. I gotta
We
check the
definitely
vibes.
got it.
Fair enough. K-Tool, I'm gonna throw some questions over to you.
All right, so I got to go with you guys, right? So we've all been in this situation where, you know, you go up crazy in the series, but what was the mental and the comms like when they started winning? You know, they won game 4, they won game 5, they're up in game 6. Is the thought of the reverse sweep starting to creep in your guys' head?
Nah, not really. I mean, every game that we did lose was like very close one-score games, so we actually really didn't even take those really too deep. We felt like we had the momentum the whole time.
All right, I respect it. So then, Yellow Dog, I gotta ask you, right? You know, the hype man or whatever, taking the shirt off, you know, going crazy, sniffing cams or something, whatever, you know, makes it work for you guys. And obviously, we got JD with the light show. Then, how much hype do you think it's gonna help you guys, assuming you can make LAN to be a hype team to get the crowd on your guys' side?
Dude, I mean, that's our whole thing. Like, we are the hype team in Div C. I think without the hype, we play a lot worse. So the hype definitely helps us. Maybe it makes the other team think about it too much and end up playing worse, but the hype definitely helps.
All right, and JD, obviously you do have some connections. Can you give us some insight? If you guys do make LAN, are you going to have a light show specifically behind you?
If I'm allowed to, I'd definitely set it up.
No, I love that. No, honestly, huge congratulations, boys. One question I do got to ask you guys is obviously, you know, you guys are either going to be facing Barely Managing or Unlimited Aura. Is there a team you would rather face?
I mean, we beat Barely Managing last time, so might as well do it again.
Nah.
Oh.
Give me UA. Give me UA. It's like
JD
MMA.
and Yellow Dog
I'm calling
both
you out.
calling 2 different teams here. We'll see which one they face. Sensory, I gotta ask you, who do you want to play?
I mean, I'm just down to play, but I think Unlimited Aura would be really cool.
All right, UA, they've got your number. We'll see if they got you in game. But yeah, congrats, boys. We got to head to intermission because we've got 3 matches tonight and we're already off schedules. But thank you so much and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right, we're taking them on out. Heading back to you and me, K-Tool. Yeah, we're heading quick intermission. We'll be right back with a Div A matchup. And if you see below us, it's Like That versus Gold Diggers. It's going to be a good one. Stick around. And thank you so much for watching.
You were dying for that. Here, word yours in. Absolutely.
Hey, Pen, you didn't go in studio mode, brother.
Amateur.
Amateur hour rating.